Hi everyone, I'm Matt the Friendly Board Gamer and welcome to another speed through. Today I'm joined again by my wife Danny as we're going to play through a two-player game of the Quacks of Quedlinburg. So what is the Quacks of Quedlinburg? It's a 2 to 4 player bag building push your luck game. We play as charlatans or quack doctors making potions by adding ingredients from a bag into our cauldron one at a time. We need to be careful though, however, as adding too many of these white cherry blossom tokens, or cherry bomb tokens, will cause our pot to explode. We can decide to stop at any time, and the space next to the last ingredient that has been placed in the cauldron will score us victory points and money. Money can be used to purchase new ingredients that we can add into a bag, and therefore making our bag stronger with each new chip that is added. We will do this for 9 rounds, and the player with the most points at the end is the winner. So the game comes with a variety of different ingredients. We have the basic ingredients here set up for a 2-player game. Just quickly going through them, we have the pumpkins, which just allow us 1 point of movement on the cauldron. The black ones, if you have the same number of black chips as the other player, you get to move your droplet, and then therefore you're starting further around the cauldron. If you draw more black chips than the other player, you get to move your droplet and also get a ruby. The green ones, if the green chip is the last or next to last chip in your pot, you gain a ruby. Depending on the value of the chip you draw here, if it's 1, 2 or 4 chip, you get to draw 1, 2 or 4 chips from your bag, and you can place one of them into your pot, so the rest going back in your bag. And the red ones, if you already have orange chips, so these ones in your pot, you move the red chip forward, either 1 space if you got 1 or 2 orange ones, or 2 spaces if you've got 3 or more. The game does come with a variety of different ingredients to sort of mix up how you play the game. Beginning of the round, a fake card will be drawn. These will have different abilities, actions, and different things that we can do depending on the card. And each round, depending on the round, either a new ingredient will come out, we've got 2 new ingredients, or we'll add a new chip to our bag in round 6. We also have these gems that I talked about. These can be spent to move your starting dropper around 2 gems per space, so therefore you're starting further around your cauldron and therefore getting the bigger money and victory points. And there is also a bit of a catch-up mechanism, so whoever's in first place, every player who's behind there will count the number of rat's tails on the board, and they will get to move temporarily their dropper that number of spaces, for example like this, and then they start from that space. You also have a flask, which is here. We've got 1 flask each, and when you draw a white chip, you can exhaust your flask. If I turn it over, put that white chip back in your bag, and then you can carry on drawing. You can also spend rubies to refill your potion. So we do start off with some chips already in our bag. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 level 1 cherry blossoms, cherry bombs, 2 level 2s, a level 3, a orange and a green one. So they are in our bag and we will mix them up. Start player is the person who last cooked a meal, and seeing as I made tea, then that goes to me. So round 1, I will draw a fake card, see what that says. So this says the player or players with the fewest rubies receive 1 ruby. So we both have 0 rubies, so I would say that we both draw 1 ruby. You both get to have, you take that in your bag. So we you can actually do the drawing simultaneously, so there's no turns, you just keep drawing and stop when you want. So I've drawn a 3 cherry bomb, so that goes 1, 2, 3 spaces round. And then we keep drawing and we decide when we want to stop. So I draw another 2, so I'm at 5 out of my 7. I know I'm still safe at the moment, because if I get another 2, then I would have reached 7, but it's more than 7 when you then explode. So I have got a 2, so I'm going to stop and not progress. You are on 2, 3, 4, 5. So you could draw your 3 and go bust, or you could push your luck and carry on. You're going to stop?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm on 8 money and 1 victory point. You are on 6 money and 1 victory point, so we've both got the same number of victory points. So whoever's in the lead gets to roll this dice. This gives you a little reward, and I get 2 more points. which is very nice. There's a little chart here that you follow, so you look at whoever's got the black moth type tokens, which none of us have got. None of us have got any green tokens out. The pink little worms, they've not come out yet, so they don't count. Then are we on a space with a ruby? No, we would receive a ruby if we did. We've received our victory points already, and we get to spend our money. And you get to spend, you're at 6 and I'm on 8, and you can only buy 2 chips, if I remember rightly. What am I going to buy? I think I will buy, I've got a total of 8, so I'm going to buy a level 2 green insect bug. That goes into my bag, and then I clear everything off my cauldron, back into the bag, give it a good shake. So, round 2. In round 2 we have...
I get to move my...
Yeah, you get to move your rat's tail. The yellow ingredient comes out, which looks like little mandrake roots. The yellow chips come out. And you get to draw a fate card. So what do we have?
If you reach a scoring space with a ruby this round, you get an extra ruby.
So we're going to try and push our luck a little bit to try and get to them extra ruby spaces, hoping that we don't go bust. We'll leave that there just as a reminder. So I go 2, so it goes 2 spaces round.
I get to pick another one out, don't I, from here?
You do, you get to pick another one, and then you can place one of them in your pot. Yeah. I've got a 1. Another 1, getting all my 1s out. You're on 5.
I'm going to push my luck.
Push your luck. 6. You're going to go a bit more?
No, because that gets me a ruby, and that will therefore get me 2 rubies.
I'm going to stop as well. I'm on 2, 3, 4 cherry bombs. Oh, I'm only on 4. I could carry on.
Yeah.
Yeah, because even my 3 would not cause me to explode.
Nope.
And I got my 2, but it does mean I don't get a ruby, which is a shame. But either way, so I'm stopping on 11 money and 2 points. You're on 9 and 1. So again, we go through this and get to roll the dice for being further along. And I get a ruby anyway, which is cool. Any black ones?
No.
No. Any green ones? I have a green one, and it is my, it's not my last, but it is my next to last, so I get another ruby.
So you got 2 rubies
I got
anyway.
2 rubies anyway. Yeah, fantastic. The pink ones haven't come out yet, so you get 2 rubies, 1 for the space and 1 for the fate card, which I'll just dispose of. Then we get our victory points. So I'm on 2.
I'm on 1.
2, give yourself 1. And then we get our money. I'm on 11 money. So I actually get, I'm going to get one of these. Try and get my dropper moving around. So put everything back in the pot.
Now,
back in the bag.
Because I've got 1 rat's tail between me, I get to move my mouse along.
It stays you at 1 space, so you'd stay where you are there. Yeah. It's not 1 additional space, it's just 1 space.
I'm going to spend 2 rubies to move my dropper around.
Likewise, I'm going to spend 2 to move my dropper around. Okay, so round 3. This is where the pink worm looking things come out. I don't know what they call, but they look like pink worms. So this one does for 1, 2 or 3 purple chips, you receive the indicated bonus. So if you got 1 purple chip, you get a point. 2 purple chips, you get a point and a ruby. 3 purple chips get you 2 points and gets to move your dropper. Also save this one as well, we didn't say, but the total value of white chips needed to blow up your pot increases according to the number of yellow chips placed, which is good if you want to push your luck a little bit. Okay. So that is a couple of rounds that you've seen there. We'll continue to play through round 4, 5, 6 and probably bring you back at round 7 or 8. and see how we're going. Hopefully we don't blow up too much, get some nice chips in there, get some nice combos going. Okay, see you in a little bit. Okay, welcome back everyone. We are on round 8 and we've got 2 more rounds to go. I'm currently sitting on 34 points, Danny's on 25. Danny has sorted her rat tails out to start further along the board, or further along the cauldron. It's your turn to draw a fate card.
Choose. Use your rat stone normally or pass up on 1 to 3 rat's tails and take that many rubies, 1 to 3 instead.
You can basically spend the number of spaces of your rat token is on up to 3 and take that many rubies if you wanted. You're down that.
No, I'm going to keep
it. Stay?
Yeah.
Okay. So we are going to carry on drawing. 2 green. 1, 2, 3, 4 red. So I've gone for a very red and orange heavy combo. I'm hoping that's going to pay off quite nicely, but I need to get my oranges out first, which at the moment is not working. Oh, there's one of them. That's good. So I've got a 2 red, but I've already got one of my oranges out, so I get to move forward to another space. 3 spaces, which is nice.
I'm going to use my potion to put my 3 back in my bag.
Oops, I just dropped a 2 chip on the floor, so I'll take one of them from there. 1, 2, 3. Need to get another orange pumpkin out. Oh, this by magic. Now I need all my reds to come out. Every red now can move forward 2 spaces with my 3. What pumpkins? 2, 2, 3, 4. So I'm on 4. I can go up to 7. I've still got my 3 in there, so that's fine.
I can now go up to 9 because I've got 2 11.
I've drawn my 3. I don't have a flask, so I can't send that back. So I'm going to have to stop.
Wow. Because I've got all my yellows out, I can add an extra.
It's a 9
so
before your book explodes. 2, 3, 4, you're on 5. That's good.
That one allows me to pull another chip.
Yeah, you can pull 1 chip.
Thank you. Right. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've got my 3 left in my pot.
You're going to risk it. Are you going to push your luck? How many chips you got in there, can you feel?
6.
6. 1 in 6 chance. Like rolling a d6. What are your chances?
Oh, no, me. It'll be a 3. 1.
Ooh.
I think I might stay there.
Yeah, start.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably wise. So you're in that lead. So you get to roll the dice. And you get a pumpkin to go in your bag. Okay, any blacks?
Nope.
I've got 1, so I've got more than you. So I get to move my dropper and get a ruby. Any greens in the last or next to last place? No, me neither. Any worms?
Yes, I have 2.
Pink worms, 2. That gives you a ruby and a point. Next is, are you on a ruby space?
Yep.
Yep. I am as well. Oh no, I'm not. Sorry. I didn't take note of that one. Victory points. Get 8.
I get 9.
You've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 35.
Okay.
And then money to spend, I've got 24.
25.
I've got to keep on going with my strategy. For better or for worse, I've got to keep on going. I'm only spending 19 out of 24, but I've built up for this, and this is what I'm going to keep on going on.
Okay.
Everything's going back in the pot.
I'm thinking black. And I'm going to have a pink. I also need to move my rats down. 1, 2, 3.
3. I'm going to spend 2 rubies and move my dropper.
I'm also going to spend 2 rubies to move my dropper around.
So this is the final round. And obviously in this, the final round, when we count up our money, we don't actually buy any chips, we just convert that money, 5 money into 1 victory point. We count our victory points where we are, and every 2 ruby is also worth a victory point as well.
Do we have a final?
Yes, we do. Thank you for reminding me. So final fake card, which lets us, we can choose to move our droplet 2 spaces forward or take 1 purple chip. I'm going to move my droplet 2 spaces forward.
2 spaces forward, is it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, totally. Can I?
Yeah, you've recalculated your rest as well.
Okay.
Okay. Are you ready?
Ready,
So in the final
ready.
round, you do something a little bit differently. You draw out your chip, hold it in your fist, and then reveal.
At the same time.
Even if you are not got anything in your hand, you still reveal. Obviously, we are probably going to have something in our hand to begin with,
so,
but
yeah. Really
we're not going to stop straight away.
So, as that allows me to grab another one, do I do that before you do your next?
Yeah.
Three. Right. Oh, man, this is not lucky. It's the yellows.
Another pumpkin, and then every good chip is. Right, so now you need to feel them red chips. No, that's not a red chip.
Up to 9 I can have.
You can get 9 whites before you go bust.
Yeah. Just as well, because I'm already on 5.
And then my reds move for 2 additional spaces for the 3 pumpkins. Okay, 3, 4. So good. Oh, you got a 2 in there that can make you go bust, yeah.
There's lots left. Oh.
You're going to risk it.
Why not? I'm losing anyway.
In for a penny, in for a pound.
Every single one. I'm never going to beat you, but...
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to stop. Obviously, I'm on 7. I don't want to risk it. There is still another 2 in there and plenty of 1s.
I'm going to keep going. 2.
Yeah.
How many have I got left? Oh, quite a few in there still.
Just that. You got 2 in there as well, haven't you? Still got 2 white chip.
Yeah. 2 white and 2 ones.
You're going to stop and you're going to go. Don't bust on your last round. None of us actually bust yet. We've not exploded our cauldrons as of yet. But we may well see one here.
A ruby's worth points at the end.
2 rubies is worth 1 point.
2 rubies.
Yep.
I'm gonna get a ruby from them.
Yeah, and you're going to get a ruby from your green as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay there.
Smart move. Okay, so we roll the dice for the person who's in the lead. Get to move my dropper, which is very useful at the last stage of the game. Then we evaluate blacks. You've got the most, so you get to move your dropper and get a ruby. We evaluate greens as last or next to last. You get a ruby. I don't. You evaluate your pink worms. You've got 1. You get a victory point. We get rubies for the spaces that we're next to. I've got 1 here. Then we get victory points. I'm on 11. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And flip this over to show we've gone around the track. And I'm not only on 3 points.
I'm 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
And then you get points based on your money as well.
Every 5.
I get 5, yep.
Maybe I should have kept going.
Oh, 1 away. Still get 4. There we go. So they are the final scores. Oh, no, yes. So 1 more point.
Oh, I almost got to 50.
Almost. So that is the end of the game. I'm on 58. Danny's on 49.
I'm going to see what I would have got had I pulled 1 more out.
Yeah,
good stopping.
You look at my part, I had quite a lot of oranges, quite a lot of red. That was the strategy I went for mainly. Apart from a couple of greens and a black, everything else was orange and red. Purely because of this, if I could get 3 oranges out, then every red moved forward 2 spaces. So these 4s could move forward quite a lot, to 6 spaces, and I had quite a few of them as well. So you got around the board quite quickly, in the cauldron quite quickly. You had a bit of a mixed bag.
Yeah, I went for the bit of everything strategy.
Yeah. Well,
and also the yellows because I liked having the extra capacity.
Yeah, there you go.
And I had 3 of the purples, so I could potentially get some good victory points.
That's good. So yeah, really like Quacks of Quedlinburg. A nice, light, easy, fun, push your luck game. I like the bag building. I like the difference that you can have with these as well. So all these are double-sided, that have different abilities on, and you play with the same set. So if you was playing with the ones with the 2 tabs on, you'd play with everything that had 2 tabs on, and they have different abilities and another set of cards, another set of these books in the box. It's flipped over on the other side for 3 and 4 player games. Mostly we just play with the one side for 2 player. Yeah, really like it. I think I've actually played this with my parents as well, who are not really gamers, but they always game when they come visit us or we visit them, and they've really enjoyed it as well. So it's a nice, easy, accessible game. Pretty quick, pretty light on the rules, but just a lot of good fun. Feel free to check out my social media content that will be somewhere down below here. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can check out my blog as well. I also do podcasts, and obviously feel free to subscribe to me here on YouTube, and hope to catch you on the next speed through. Bye bye.